Hello internet people, my name is Robert and in this video I'll show you all the different Etoro fees and I have an example of what happens to your £1,000 after fees because those can easily eat up your profit, so invest with care.
Tips with punch. I want to thank Reviver for suggesting this topic. If you have video ideas, let me know. Easiest fee to grasp is the withdrawal fee of $25, which is charged every time you withdraw your money from Etoro. So it makes sense to withdraw large sums of money at once. Don't just take a $50 and then you're left with $25 after the fees. It just makes no sense. Like this guy.
I need some money. Immediately. Money? This is not a bank. I know.
Etoro operates with dollars only, so when you deposit money with other currencies, they take a conversion fee. Just to confuse all the newbies, conversion fee is calculated in pips, and the amount depends on the currency. So here you see a page with all the different pip amounts for different types of currencies, and let me show you an example. Let's say you've just found £1,000 laying on the ground. Now you deposit that money at 1.3294 pound to USD conversion rate. So for £1 you get $1.3294. If there was no fees while converting your £1,000, you would have about $1,329. On Etoro, the fee for pound to US dollar is 50 pips, or in other words 0.005. So that's a 0.5%. If you want to learn more about what pip is, check out the link in the description, but all you have to know is that 1 pip in pound to US dollar or euro to US dollar conversion is 0.0001. We take the conversion rate and subtract that with 50 pips. So in this case, you see the calculation on your screen. This means after the fees, you would have $1,324, which means roughly $5 went to fees. If you would like to do same with euros, you would pay $25 in conversion fees because the fee is 250 pips. And this was my first reaction. Your money is gone!
You lie!
What's important to realize is that this will also apply when you withdraw money. So you have to convert dollars to euros or pounds. Okay, at this point, if you're just trading as a copy trader, so you're following different traders and copying their portfolio, you don't need to worry about next fees. The traders that you copy, they will manage everything for you. So, spread fees are charged when you buy anything on Etoro, stocks, cryptos, and so on. However, they are included in the buying price that you see in Etoro. And it's really specific to what you want to trade. For example, commodities and currencies are calculated in pips, whereas stock and crypto coins are in percentage.
Useless trivia!
So, just for example, let's assume you are buying Apple stock. The spread fee for stocks is a flat rate of 0.09%. So let's say to buy one Apple stock, you need $191.77. And to sell, you need $191.41. This means that the real price is somewhere in the middle, so roughly $191.60. You can see a calculation on your screen now, and you can see how you can get there. So if you would buy one Apple share, you would pay about 17 cents in spread fees. If you buy 5 shares, you pay almost $1. So the more you buy, the more you pay as well. Like most other trading platforms, Etoro charges also overnight fees, which is basically a small fee for them to lend you the money to hold them overnight. This again really depends on what you're trading. For example, if you trade stocks and you don't leverage them, then there are no overnight fees. If you do leverage, it means Etoro is lending you money, so they are collecting interest rate on that amount. So here you see a few examples that Etoro gives you. So the overnight fee for US stock is 22 cents per day for buy position and 12 cents per day for sell positions. Let's break down the buy position so you can understand what's going on here. So the 6.4% is the Etoro fee, 1.55% US dollar Libor for 1 month. You're probably wondering what the hell is Libor? Well, it stands for London Interbank Offered Rate.
Ugly motherfucker.
I know, it's a bit boring. But this is the interest rate at which banks borrow money to each other internationally. And it's one of the benchmark rates that indicates how much it costs for banks to borrow money. And it is constantly changing, so you have to look it up when you do the calculation. 365 is obviously the number of days in a year, and $1,000 is our investment. So in this case you end up paying 22 cents for a day. And keep in mind that overnight fees are applied to borrowed amount. So if you have $1,000 and you leverage that by 3, which means you have $3,000, the fee is applied to the 2,000 you borrowed, not to the 1,000 you already had. There's one more type of fees. If you don't log in for 12 months to your account, you will be charged monthly inactivity fee of $10 per month until you run out of balance or you log in. I just want to mention that all this info and calculations are just for reference and based on my own opinion. You should always check Etoro's fees on their page as these change time to time. The link is in the description.
It's showtime.
Okay, let's take a look at an example with the most common fees put together when trading stocks. On top here you can see the conditions. So conversion rate from pound to US dollar is just over 75 cents. The opposite conversion rate is just over $1.30. Conversion fee is 50 pips or 0.005. We assume that the stock will go up by 10%. Etoro's spread fee is 0.09% and there's no leverage applied. For simplicity, I won't include overnight fees as these are mostly in place when you leverage your trade, and for most people this won't apply. Alright, at top you can see we have invested £1,000. When we convert it to dollars, we end up with $1,329. Right from the start we are going to have $5 in conversion fees. So we are left with $1,324, which we take and buy stocks with the whole amount. While buying, there will be a spread fee of 0.09% applied to the price. So there's about $1.19 of spread fees. Now, we waited for a month and it happens to be that we've chosen the right stock and it goes up by 10%. In this case, we've just made a bit more than $130 and it means we have now $1,456. And now we decide to cash in. We close the trade and there will be a spread fee of $1.31. Just before the money is sent to your account, there will be a withdrawal fee of $25. And another conversion fee when we convert from dollars to pounds, which is just over $7. The next line is something that I call opportunity cost. There's probably a correct term for this, but I couldn't find it. So if you know it, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I feel like this. That's the teleport. In summary, it's the interest rate on the money we lost to fees. So if there was no fees, you would have had a bit more money when stock increased in price, and the small difference would have given you a bit more money For longer explanation, check out the link in description. When we convert back to pounds, you can see that we are left with 1069 pounds. However, without fees, we would have 1100 pounds. That means there was almost 31 pounds of fees. Now the fees get smaller in proportion when you invest more money or your stocks go higher up in price. For example, if you have 5,000 pounds, then you pay 79 pounds in fees, which is about 16% on your profit. Or if stocks go up by 20%, then you pay 32 pounds in fees, which is again 16% out of your profits. I'll link this spreadsheet in the description so you can play around with it. Just keep in mind it's just for indication. You shouldn't base your investing decision on this, or otherwise you'll end up like this.
Leave anything for us?
Just bodies.
So in conclusion, I personally think Etoro is definitely not the cheapest platform. I'm using other platforms to trade stocks and they are much cheaper. However, biggest advantage I see with Etoro is the copy trading. It's really easy to set up and you start making a bit of extra money by basically not doing anything. And on your screen now you can see how am I doing on Etoro right now after 1 year trading, or actually copy trading. As you can see, there's a bit of profit, so I find it quite easy since I don't have to do anything and the money keeps growing at very slow pace, but still. If you like to be more hands-on and control all the trades, then you should check out other platforms where you have more control and less fees. And if you found this video useful, hit that subscribe button to get more tutorials to master the digital world. Here are 2 videos you might like. In the first I review Etoro, and in the second one it compares Etoro to other platforms. Whoosh!